So I have to share the story with you of a little boy named Ethan Goldner. Take a look at this. Quote, "He asked me if he's going to die," said dad of 11-year-old whose insurance company denied insulin. So his health insurance company, here's what happened. His health insurance company, which by the way, I used to be part of this same company. I can verify that they're not the greatest company. It's Emblem Health, by the way. So his insurance company made a deal with a different insulin maker, okay? And as a result of that deal that they made with the other insulin maker, a new insulin maker, they cut their prices, okay? But he was effectively forced to use this new product instead of the old one. Now, what's the problem with that? Well, the problem is he's a type 1 diabetic. And apparently this medicine, for whatever reason, it works, but it works better with type 2 diabetics, not type 1 diabetics. In other words, the difference is there's certain kinds of diabetes that can be impacted by healthy diet and exercise, but there's other types of diabetes that cannot. Like, he's been a diabetic since he was 2 years old. So it has nothing to do with his diet or his exercise. It's just he just has diabetes. Okay, so there's a difference there. So this insulin, for whatever reason, it doesn't work well on type 1 diabetics, but the insurance company didn't know or didn't care and said, this is the only deal we have is with this one insulin maker, so now you have to take this. So guess what? It wasn't working. So quoting from the article here, they say, for a week, the 11-year-old experienced vision loss, nausea, dizziness, weakness, and extremely high blood sugar. His body was rejecting the new insulin. So what happened is the parents start panicking. They pick up the phone. They call the insurance company. They say, listen, this can't stand. We got to appeal this decision. He has to go back on the other insulin. The other insulin was more of a brand name or something like that. Better for type 1 diabetes. Never had a problem on the old insulin. They slapped it down. They said, no, we only have a deal with this new company for this insulin, so it's this. This is your only option. Kids still, all these health problems start popping up. The kid starts asking, am I going to die? They got to pick up the phone, call again, stop at nothing. They're losing sleep. They're calling all day and night. They call. Finally, and I don't know if this is 100% accurate, but it appears like it based on all the stories. As soon as the media gets involved, then the insurance company's like, oh, yeah, totally, bro. You want to use the old insulin? No problem at all, bro. And then they approve it. So they had slapped it down, and then they approved it. So after 11 days, I guess, he gets his new medicine back, and they reverse the decision. But look at the system that we have in this country. First of all, I need everybody to understand how radical our system is in a negative way. Because did you know that in most developed countries, in fact, it might be all developed countries, they literally don't allow for drug advertisements. If you notice on TV in the US, you'll see fucking advertisements for even cancer medication. Like, oh, if you have this problem, you got these side effects, this is the cancer medication, take this for diabetes, take this for cancer, take this for all these different... So drug companies are allowed to advertise for medicine. Now that seems like a weird thing, right? Because when you get sick and you go to the doctor and you get help and they prescribe you something, nobody shops. It's just like, okay, I'm sick, I need help, give me the stuff that will make me feel better. The idea that like I'm going to give you options as to which thing you want, and this isn't a weird attempt to make money off your misery and your sickness and your disease. It's like other developed countries have gone, that seems really sketchy and kind of weird to try to profit off of somebody's sickness and advertise for drugs. But we're so used to it in this country, nobody even fucking blinks. So that's one issue. Shows how fucking out of whack our moral priorities are and how fucked up our system is. But then this is the hardcore reality on the ground, is that some insurance companies, oh, hey, listen, bro, what do you want me to tell you? I only cover this doctor and this doctor and this hospital in your network. So let's say you went on vacation to Florida and you get sick and you go to a hospital in Florida. Sorry, that's not covered in our network. So now your $72,000 hospital bill, you're going to have to pay for that out of pocket. This is real life shit that happens in the United States. Oh, sorry, we're your health insurance company and your kid needs this kind of insulin to stay alive. Well, we didn't make a deal with that insulin company. We made a deal with this other insulin company, which is not going to work for your kid, but your kid has no other choice, so sorry, you're going to have to take that. This is what happens in this country. Now, how many stories like this don't make it to the media, don't become national news, don't get discussed on shows like this? You want to know how many? Thousands. I'm one dude with a YouTube show. I can't, all the I'm sure if we try to do a story, try to do a show where we cover stories like this all day, we could easily do it. You got to dig to all different corners and look in the fucking Tuscaloosa Gazette and fucking random, but this shit happens all across the country on a regular basis. Some of it gets no media attention at all. Some of it only gets from small outlets. And everybody acts, it's just what it is. Sure, it's what it is. Anyway, let's cover in CNN. What's Kim Kardashian and Kanye West doing? Fuck you. Cover real shit. And cover it from the right perspective. The right perspective is holding people in power accountable. You know who's powerful? Insurance companies. You know who's powerful? Pharmaceutical companies. So we have to fight back against them so that we have a system that's not morally abhorrent. I mean, what a joke this is, man. This kid could have died. He could have died because of a drug company that made a new fucking deal because they wanted to save a dime. Get the fuck out of here. Medicare for all right now. Can't wait any longer. Medicare for all right this second. 32,000 to 45,000 people die every year in this country because they don't have access to basic health care. And we're sitting around talking about anything else? We need to fix this, and we need to fix it now. Stories like this drive me crazy. And actually, you know what? It's not even fair to put it like that. Stories like this prove our system is crazy, and perhaps we're the only sane ones on the fucking planet looking at it and going, we got to do something about this. But the system is geared to make you not do anything about it, and that's a problem.